What were your goals heading into the game?
I think for Quantum Break, we set out a few goals for ourselves. I mean, one was definitely to bring in drama and emotionally engaging characters. And I can get back to the digital doubles, but that was a big part of it to pull that off. And to have something so good that we could actually deliver a live action component with that. So that was certainly one thing. On the other hand, kind of the storytelling element and improve on what we did with Alan Wake. And that's on one hand. On the other, we wanted to go further with the action that we did with Max Payne and take it up a few notches and really marry these together for the ultimate Remedy game. So I'd say storytelling from Alan Wake boosted up and action from Max Payne boosted up and then married together into this cohesive whole that makes sense. So a very big, ambitious, huge endeavor, but certainly the largest that we've done by far, and probably the most challenging in many ways. I mean, not only in terms of technology, but also kind of production and different elements coming together. But certainly one that we think is shaping up pretty nicely.
What did Xbox One open up for your team creatively?
I think Xbox One, on the whole, for our team's creativity, provides a lot of power. I mean, one hand, there's raw computing power that allows us to do a lot of film-style effects, awesome things in gameplay, dynamic breakable physics, taken to the nth degree, and playing around with time, moving that forward, rewinding it back, things breaking, and actually physically modeling that. You cannot do that in the previous gen. Then also providing those characters on screen, making sure that looks cool, and just having the whole immersive thing work. And then, obviously, because the Xbox One is in the living room and a lot of people watch video like Netflix or stuff like that through that, it's a natural thing to actually put in live elements as well. It's the same, entry point. So yeah, that kind of made sense as well. So I think Xbox One has enabled us to do Quantum Break. We couldn't do that on the previous gen. So that's really, I think, the real answer.
How does this game blend interactive and linear entertainment?
See, I think that's a very interesting question. I think if you marry linear entertainment and interactive entertainment in the right way, you can make a deeper, more immersive story. But it's a tricky thing to do, and you can't. I think you need to respect both mediums and to make sure that you actually deliver on the strength of both mediums. And I think gamers and the audience, it's a natural. We understand when we're playing a game, we're interacting and we're in control and we're driving things. And then when you're watching something, you're passive and you're kind of enjoying somebody else's scripted story delivered. And I think that felt more natural to us than, for example, having very long cutscenes in an interactive game where you're just sitting down, you put your controller down, the talking head keeps on going, and then you get to play. And that's almost like it's a sandwich. So I think we wanted to deliver a depth of story that comes naturally from TV and live action and marry that with the interactive.
How do you feel this game is pushing games forward?
I think we'll push it on the visuals, certainly. If you look at the fidelity of the environment, kind of the cool effects that we have in the combat, if you look at this kind of the frozen scenes in the game, and you look at kind of the visual fidelity of the characters and that I think that's certainly pushing the envelope further.
How has your background with Max Payne and Alan Wake helped with this experience?
I think Quantum Break is the logical evolution going further. I mean, when we look at kind of storytelling in Alan Wake, where we built the thriller story with kind of elements of, I'd say, probably more ambitious storytelling than most have done in games, and kind of more subtleties and different tones. We've taken that in Quantum Break and looked at storytelling and what do we do there. Then when we look at Max Payne, we kind of look at the action, we look at kind of the adrenaline and that, and kind of bringing that, kind of these two elements together. It feels like a natural evolution. That being said, I mean, Quantum Break is its own thing, it's a new thing, but any creative endeavor is always a reflection of the team that creates it. And for us, certainly the team has put their heart and soul into the game, and I think that shines through.